Try me. Niggas never see me when it ain't hard to find me. Unwinding, shit's blinding, still grinding, uprising. Stop talking about the past, I'm the future, nigga. Nigga like me, still here, motherfucker, go figure. Looking for my next gold digger. This summer here gonna be colder than winter. Already told you, I fold you like hundreds of billions.
Oh, not bad.
Go miss it, put that on my children.
Bad.
Nigga, what?
The fuck is that?
Run it up.
Man. What the hell is this? Oh my god. How do I get rid of that? Dude, I don't want that. This is hilarious. Somebody help me. No, that ain't it. Oh my god. All I was trying to do was mirror my camera. Effects? Okay, turn it off though. There we go. There we go. Holy crap. 238 of you are in here. What is wrong with you people? You should be doing something else more productive with your time. But since you're here, let's talk about it. Why it's so sad, right? It was so weird. So one of the main reasons that I'm on tonight is because if you haven't noticed, there were 6 mass shootings today. So happy 4th of July. This is what freedom looks like. See, as soon as you start talking about that, everybody leaves. People don't want to hear the truth. Heyo. Overgrown 8, what's going on? I'm good. Welcome to America. Yeah, it's all that freedom that we like to talk about. So what did you guys do? Did you guys do anything today? I honestly, we had a storm come in. I was trying to take the kids in the pool, but I ended up on Twitter most of the day because, yeah, this is one of my shirts. What's up, C-Mag? It's just so frustrating. Like, today's 4th of July. People were at a parade. At a freaking parade. Right? And they were celebrating freedom and literally ended up getting shot at. 31 people injured. 6 dead. It's insane. God wants his rainbow back. He can't have it. And by the way, that is the most like unchristian, unreligious thing you could possibly do, is to like hate people because of who they love and forgetting the fact that God made them too. Like the hypocrisy is ridiculous. But yeah, go ahead. Keep talking about God hates gay people. That makes so much sense. By the way, what about all the priests that diddle little boys? Thank you for the heart. Love you. Yeah, celebrating your right to keep and bear arms and getting shot at the parade doing that. Yeah. The irony. And then there's a video, if you go on my profile here, I did a video earlier it was in Philly. They got this shot of everybody running. 2 cops were shot in Philly, by the way. They're fine. Well, I mean, they're stable. I shouldn't say they're fine. They're stable. So that one didn't qualify as a mass shooting, but the aerial shot that they had of all the people like running, scattering with the fireworks going off in the background, it was like, wow. Like the irony of it was all captured in one video. It's just perfect. Tell your government to stop giving psychos guns. I would love to tell my government to do that. The problem is that anytime our government tries to make any kind of common sense gun legislation, it gets blocked. Well, I shouldn't say that because they got the They got the most recent thing passed, which I was a little critical of. So, but it's still gun legislation, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Another leftist causing a mass shooting. Yeah, sorry, that was not a leftist. And it's really funny how you guys jump and say, oh, it's a leftist. Now, granted, the only reason I say that it's not a leftist is because there's a bunch of pictures of him with Trump flags and stuff. And he has some pretty sick YouTube videos as well. But the fact that you guys are so quick to try to push it on liberals, like, but meanwhile, liberals are all saying it's the guns. You guys are saying it's liberals trying to make it look like Republicans so that we can take the gun. Like, wow, just like January 6th. The same people that were saying that January 6th was the right, or the left-wing people trying to set up the right wing. Are you people insane? Angry. What is this? The irony of gays being angry about abortion rights yet can't produce together. Well, I mean, why? See, that's the kicker. You think that a gay person can't advocate for women's rights because they... You try to flip that into some kind of a jab at gay people, and really it just pointed out your bigotry and ignorance. So, yeah, nice. It was beautiful. That's like me saying that I can't advocate for black people because I'm white. I can't advocate for indigenous people because I'm white. Do you see how ignorant that is? Good, I'm glad. Let's move on. Who is more racist, the left? What is this? Who is more racist, the left or the right, and why? I don't like to put... I mean, if you're going to make me choose, I would say the right. But I will also say that, of course, just like everybody, the left, we have our extremists as well, to be fair. I don't personally think that there's as many racist extremists on the left, but at the end of the day, I think America is racist. I think our country as a whole right now is racist, and I don't personally give a shit what country or country, what party you belong to. I just want it to stop. So... You're welcome. Thanks for. I mean, it was that's a solid question. That's you know. But we're in this really weird place right now where I used to consider myself a moderate. I really did. Thank you for the rose, C-Meg. But it's gotten to the point now where you can't be in the middle. It's pick a side time. So you either side with the domestic terrorists, which is the Republicans and Trump supporters, or you side with the Republic and democracy and you support Democrats. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not, those are the only two options. So it's like, okay, so you're going to support the domestic terrorists, or you're going to support the people that are at least trying to save whatever the hell this has become. You know, unfortunately, that's domestic terrorists. Yes. Republicans, any Republican that's still supporting Donald Trump or the Donald Trump agenda, or is pushing back against the January 6th committee, ignoring the January 6th subpoenas, yes, you're all domestic terrorists, every single one of you. Absolutely, 100%. I'm a drama queen? Wow, there was a coup. Matter of fact, the coup is ongoing in our country, and you think I'm a drama queen? There were 6 mass shootings today, and you think I'm a drama queen? One of those mass shootings had 31 people injured and 6 shot, and you think I'm the drama queen? Maybe you guys should start actually giving a crap. That would be great. Because I think that I'm upset the right level. I think I should be upset. I think we should all be upset. People can't take their kids to a 4th of July parade without getting gunned down? Yeah, like if you're not pissed off about that, bro, there's something wrong with you. It's not me. I'm not the problem. Tell me you're a psycho without telling me. Like, again, you're calling me the psycho, but it's because I'm upset that people are getting shot at a 4th of July parade. Do you guys see how stupid that your comments sound? No? Okay. The intelligence level in my comment section tonight is kind of low. Host is psychotic. The left hates our country. Like, you guys are literally sitting here chastising me because I'm mad about a mass shooting. You guys care more about guns than you do kids getting gunned down at a parade. You care more about guns than you do kids being gunned down at school. It's all about the guns. It's all about the guns. And the kicker is that I'm not trying to take all your guns. I have 5 guns myself. I'm not planning on coughing them up. I just don't have any AR-15s. And I don't think that anybody outside of the military needs to have them. I'm trained in them. I've seen what they can do. No civilian fucking needs one. Clearly. But you guys want to flip it like we're coming for everybody's guns. Nobody's coming for your fucking handguns. Okay? We're coming for the guns that did the damage today. Go look at the video. Go listen to the gunshots. When you can fire 60 rounds off in a matter of 20 seconds, 30 seconds, that's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. And you guys are turning it into this left-right thing. It's people are being killed. People are being killed sitting out at a parade. Sitting out at a freaking parade with their kids. Kids in strollers. And you just hear pop, 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 pop. Yeah, but I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. You're right. Let's see. What's the solution? Since you guys don't want to get rid of the guns, let's talk about solutions. Let's start with bulletproof strollers. Bulletproof strollers is a definite, right? I mean, that's a definite. And it's got to have the retractable, the retractable thing on it, so that you can make sure that you cover the front, in case the bullets come down. Because this guy was on a roof now, so you got to make sure that you got the top covered of the stroller. So got to make that. Bulletproof backpacks. There were a lot of kids there, backpacks. Kids with the bands, they could have had guns inside the tubas. They had their tubas. They could have had the gun and just reached inside of it and took it and started shooting at the bad guys. Man, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I saw some of the red wagons, the red wagons, with the kids in them. Yeah, we should definitely do something with those. What else? You people are sick. You are sick. Like, the problem is right in front of you. You just don't care. Oh, if you're defending January 6th, you're a domestic terrorist. Period. Guns are definitely the issue. You are misinformed. No, I'm not. Did I see Dara in here? Yes, I did. Dara, I need you to... Oh. I need you to moderate. Do you know how to moderate? Because you're a moderator now. So, get rid of all the trolls. Any Trump trolls, get rid of them. Just block them. Anybody that says January 6th a hoax, da-da-da-da. This dude doesn't know about guns. Dude, I'm military trained, so don't tell me I don't know about guns. Semi-automatic weapon is what was used today. 5.56 caliber ammo. Block anyone. See, because you guys are all trolling. You guys don't want to have any honest conversation. I point out your hypocrisy. I point out the irony. I point out how stupid you are. And you don't want to have a conversation. You just want to say stupid stuff. Yeah, Trump 2024. Why would I want... There's no conversation to be had there with you people. And like I said, if you support Donald Trump, you're a domestic terrorist. Period. There is no conversation. There's no other side to that. There's no other side to the January 6th hearings. You either supported January 6th or you didn't. You either think January 6th was an attempted coup or you don't. You either think Donald Trump is a domestic terrorist or you don't. There is no in between. There just isn't. January 6th was a joke. Yeah, but I bet you guys all think the Black Lives Matter protests were crazy, right? Get the fuck out of here. Nothing happened on January 6th. You're right. All those police officers that testified, all the videos that we've seen, yeah, all the Congress people that are scared out of their freaking minds, you're right. It was just a joke. The shooter today was Antifa. No, doesn't look like it. You guys keep talking about Antifa like this fucking fictional bullshit. BLM protest. You want to know what's funny? You guys are comparing the BLM protest to an attempted coup. let's talk about that for a second, shall we? Before Dara blocks you all. So, the BLM protests were people showing up because they were mad that black people were being shot in the street by cops. Now, Jalen Walker the other day was shot 60 times after leaving his gun in the car and running away from cops. Okay? But this guy today shoots 31 people, injures 31 people and kills 6, and he's apprehended alive. That's why BLM people were showing up. Okay? But you know what they weren't trying to do? Overthrow the government, you dumbass. Not the same thing. Hate to break it to you. Both are bad. Let me just... I have to say that because it's true. Both are bad. I don't condone either. But to sit there and say that the BLM protest riots, whatever you want to call them, were the same or worse than January 6th, you're smoking something. Much stronger than what I smoke. Oh, I'm not the tolerant left. Like, you guys think that there's a tolerant left? The tolerant left is gone. There is no in between. There are no more moderates. It's either you're on the side of domestic terrorists or you're not. And I'm not going to tolerate any in between. Pretty simple. The tolerant left is a myth. It damn sure is. January 6th was a joke. Your mom was a joke. Oh! I support Trump, recognize Biden, and don't want Trump to run. I mean, that's the thing. Like, here's the reality, right? If you voted for Trump the first time, I don't blame you. You know, I mean, I wish I could, but we all vote for somebody the first time hoping that they're going to deliver, right? Hoping that they're going to deliver on what they say. So everybody that voted for Trump the first time, cool. You voted for him, whatever your reasons were, that's your business. The people that voted for him the second time, the 74 million people that voted for him the second time, those are the people that I have a problem with. Because that means that you watched those 4 years and said, yeah, I want more of that. Those are the people that I have a problem with. Because you watched everything that went down and thought that that was the direction that our country needed to go. And now that the Democrats, once again, are coming in behind a shit show of a Republican president having to fix everything, you're blaming the Democratic president for everything, while simultaneously making it much harder for him to fix the problems. And then you keep pushing all this nonsense because so many people are stupid and don't pay attention, and you get away with it. But I'm not one of them. I see what's going on. So you can keep all your bullshit, you can stop blaming me, and start pointing your finger at the people that are the problem. Fucking shootings. 31 people injured and 6 dead. You guys are sitting here talking about bullshit. You guys are sitting here back and forth. This is not a political issue. I mean, it is because it's going to take politics to get it. But it shouldn't be a political issue. It shouldn't be left or right. It should just be, wow, people are getting shot in the street. Maybe we should do something about that. Seems pretty simple. Like, we can't come together to stop kids being shot in schools? We can't come together to make parades safe? Movie theaters? Malls? We can't come together? That's insane. And by the way, what else is insane is that there's 100 and something people in here, and there's only 1.6 thousand, or what is that? Yeah, 1.8 thousand screen taps. So what are you people doing? Hit that screen. It's absolutely a gun problem. Anybody that says this is not a gun problem, like, come on. Tell me you're going to get the guns from the bad guys. Dude, again, nobody's saying we're going to take all your guns. We're saying that nobody needs AR-15s. Nobody needs to keep purchasing AR-15s in the country. You guys, we don't need those guns. We don't need 5.56 ammo all over the place. All over the streets. Yep, no problem. As if hollow point 9mm and 45 ammo wasn't bad enough. I think, anybody, like I said, anybody that still supports Donald Trump and the Republicans at this point are domestic terrorists. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan, Ted Cruz. Did I say Lauren Boebert? Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, did I say him? All these people. They're all still defending January 6th and pushing this. Wow, my brain is not working all of a sudden. I think I used up all my words. But no, these people are still pushing this narrative that January 6th wasn't a big deal, that it was the left wing, it was Antifa, it was blah 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 blah. And I just can't believe where we are. I can't believe that there are sitting members of Congress who very likely played a part in organizing and intel for January 6th. That's the part that I can't believe, personally. Yeah, MTG for sure. Fuck the 4th of July. Where's the facts of what I claim? What facts are you asking for? Like, if you're asking me to provide you January 6th facts, go watch the hearings. They've done such a good job presenting information during those hearings that there should really not be any more questions. Like, if you still have questions regarding January 6th, like, do you need me to draw you a picture? Proud American right there. No, I'm not a very proud American right now. Let's see. Over 50 people were injured and I think 7 people shot during 6 mass shootings today. And you want me to be proud? You want me to be singing the national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance to a country that can't even protect our kids? Stop kids from being shot in school? You're celebrating independence while getting gunned down at a freaking 4th of July parade. And you want us to be like, oh, the 4th of July! Get the fuck out of here. See, and that makes you a piece of garbage trying to say, well, more people die in Chicago, any day of the week besides that. This was a mass shooting. This isn't just gun violence. This is somebody who stood up on the roof of a building and shot at people from an elevated position. This isn't just a couple of guys outside of a nightclub getting into a gunfight or something like that. So stop making those false comparisons. Jesus. These arguments are so bad. Oh, well, people are the problem. Okay, well then guess what? How about you guys get off your ass then and start funding mental health treatment for all Americans? If mental health is the problem, then let's fix it. Fund it. Fund fixing it. If you want people to have their guns and you think mental health is the problem, then give people mental health treatment. No? No? Oh, you don't want to do that. Gotcha. You just want to be irresponsible, not have any regulations for people getting guns, allow them to carry them anywhere. Like, but you know what's going to happen? This is what's honestly going to happen. And I really do believe this. And I'm not saying this is what I want to happen, but I think that this is honestly where we're going to end up. Is that if people aren't going to cave on the semi-automatic AR-15 style rifles, then it's going to force everybody to push for all guns. Because it's like, you guys aren't listening to common sense. You guys aren't listening to data. It's like I said, you guys are in here defending guns while kids are getting shot at a 4th of July parade. Do you not see how sick that is? That's a special kind of sick.
When something happens in South Central Los Angeles, nothing happens. It's just another nigga dead.
I keep talking about, look, I think the Civil War has already started. We're just waiting for the next escalation. And I personally think it's probably going to be, thank you for the crown. I think it's probably going to be right around the election, right around November 8th. Here's the kicker. You guys think that if y'all, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm attacking people watching, because I'm not. So, sorry. But I keep hearing people say, oh, they would care if it happened to their own kids, their own grandkids. Guys, I've got a video on my Twitter right now of Debbie Lesko here in Arizona saying that she would pew her 5 grandkids to save them from the liberals. Let me say that one more time for you. A congresswoman here in Arizona named Debbie Lesko, I have her on tape saying that she would pew her 5 grandkids to protect them. Yeah, I got nothing. Not from zombies, from liberals. Liberal zombies, maybe? They're I live in her district. Somebody actually contacted me the other day to do a write-in against her because she's going unopposed. At least she was as of 2 days ago. You're free in America? I don't think so. But they wanted me to do a write-in against her, and I actually was getting kind of excited thinking that I could. But it turns out that because I'm not in the district and I had filed for another seat in the same cycle, I wouldn't be able to do the write-in. But I hope somebody does. I mean, I looked at the district. Excuse me. No, don't mean to yawn on you guys. Unfortunately, her district is extremely red. It's extremely Republican. It's like not even really competitive for Democrats, which is why nobody's really running against her. But they have her saying such insane things that it's like, I would think my dog could beat her in a primary or in a general election, but yeah, I guess I would probably lose that bet. Liberal media seems pretty obvious. You can't run against someone if you don't live in the district. That's actually not true, though. There's a lot of seats that you actually can run for when you don't live in the district, or there's ways to get around that. Rent an apartment, whatever. Plenty of people do that. Carpetbaggers. Yeah, I could totally do that. I just don't want to. But honestly, when you have somebody as bad as Debbie Lesko, it's like you almost need to bring in a ringer. It's like, hey man, we need to bring in somebody that can beat this woman because she's batshit crazy. To do a write-in, though, you do have to live in the district. You can run from out of district and go get the signatures to get on the ballot in the district, as long as you get all the signatures in the district. But as doing a write-in, you can only do a write-in if you live in the district. Is that Elgin? Elgin! Hey man, I'm gonna make you a moderator too, so you can help. Yeah, it's just crazy right now. It is absolutely crazy right now. And I have several friends in here right now that we, you know, we're fighting the online fight every day, and we're not going to lose. I really do believe that. As bad as things are, I'm very confident that there are more liberals, Democrats, independents and even some Republicans that are looking at what's going on right now and going, this is not the America I grew up loving. This is not the America that I was sold. This is not the America that some of us defended and served. And I think that at the end of the day, all of us, no matter our political affiliation, will be able to come together to say, okay, this is enough. And I think that day is coming very soon. I hope I'm right too. More importantly, I wish it wasn't necessary. You know, I wish this wasn't where we're at, but it is. I know that there are Republicans and independents out there that are not okay with what's going on. They're not okay with what happened January 6th. They're not okay with the shootings that are going on. You know, this is going to be about good versus bad. I know that sounds a little cliche or simplistic, but honestly, it's going to come down to the good and the bad, the moral and the moralless. That's it. No one wants to talk about the racist religious right that needs to be stopped. Oh, I'll talk about that all day. I have no problem talking about that. Loving the Fugees in the background. Thank you. Nobody's brought up the music. I was kind of bummed. I'm like, come on, this is some good playlist. Hey, Patty, what's going on? Good to see you again. What's good? What's up? Sorry, guys. It's hard. I can see your guys' comments, but I can't see the names from this far away. Octodiver, what's going on? Thanks for the follow, Jason. I traveled overseas, and people laugh at us Americans running from a shooter. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, they're laughing at us. They're laughing at the fact that we aren't doing anything, you know, about what's happening. We've definitely become a laughingstock, but I lived in Japan for 2 years, and yes, thank you, Monique, Dara, Monique, thank you guys for being moderators. Y'all are awesome. Elgin, thank you. Yeah, I know. What am I down to now? 64. We were at like 100 and when Dara and the gang started booting people, we were up in the 140s. They booted half the room. They can't understand the theory of a good guy with a gun. Dude, there's been good guys with guns at so many of these events, and it doesn't do anything. They're trying to erase black graves and build over. Oh, the way America. I was saying. As a matter of fact, I think it was on one of Elgin's posts that I was very blinded by my white privilege for a very long time, and that's okay. You know, I mean, it sucks. Like I wish I would have gotten there. I wish I would have gotten to where I'm at now sooner as a person, but I didn't, and you know, whatever. But it's one of the reasons why I talk about it, because it's like white privilege is real. White privilege in America, it's a real thing, and the sooner people that look like me realize it, the better off we're going to be, because once you realize and you can start take the rose-colored glasses off, so to speak, you know, of America the Beautiful and Pledge of Allegiance and all that crap, when you can really look at America and see where we're at, yeah. Numbers don't lie. If there are 400 million guns, there are enough. Yeah, there's more than enough guns. Well, and again, you know, there are countries who have well, let me go back to the white privilege thing. The sooner that people realize that the country doesn't work evenly for all skin tones, And that's really the best way I know how to put it. One of the best memes, I think, what is it from? Family Guy, where the dude holds up the different tones or whatever, and it says, yeah, that's like the best meme I've ever seen to describe racism in America. But we can't keep expecting black people, indigenous people, gay people, trans people, you know, whatever people that they are, we can't keep expecting them to fight their own fights. And we need more white, Christian, cisgender men standing up and saying, I see what's going on. I'm not okay with it. We need to do something. I may not have all the answers. I may not know everything that we need to do to fix it. But recognizing it, you know, acknowledging it, and saying, okay, now we need to do something. That's where I hope we can get. And like I said, I just, as an individual, I wish I had gotten here sooner. Especially seeing how law enforcement treats people that look like me versus people who look like my wife, my friends, you know, my loved ones. It's just a reality, man. I don't know any other way to put it. It's a freaking reality. And you know, I've been Christian my entire life. I've been Catholic since I was 25. And I struggle with my religion specifically because of what's going on. You know, watching people pray to God and say, you know, this is God's. It's like, how can you pray to God that God's going to fix this, but at the same time not realize that God, you know, that God is letting all this happen? So it's like, I just have all these questions. But my issue with my faith started when my dad died. My dad was 57. He was a good dude, worked his ass off, never got to retire. And it was just kind of like, I struggled to make sense of that. But at the same time, I'm still religious because I hope one day, you know, that when my time comes, I'll get to see my old man again, and hopefully all my loved ones, you know. So, yeah, it's a weird struggle that I have. So I don't have this blind, I wouldn't say that I have a blind faith in God. I think I have a very conflicted relationship with my faith. But I think that anybody who's seeing what's going on in the world today that isn't questioning their faith, isn't questioning if there's a God, I don't know. I would think that would creep into some people's minds at this point. But the bad thing is, it's not just the evangelicals. I mean, they're a big problem, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to dismiss you. But it's bigger than that. You know, it's not just them. It's just Christian people. Like, it's Catholics and Lutherans, and it's just the Christian faith as a whole seems to be filled with a lot of hate. And it seems so opposite of the vision that I have of God and Jesus and religion. And yeah, it's just not. And then on top of it, I look at everything from a business standpoint too. So if you look at a church as a business, then it's like, okay, look, I can talk to God sitting on my can. I don't need to go to a church and give somebody 10% of my income to talk to God. That's honestly where I'm at with it now. Listen to your language. Hate returns hate, and now you're crying. See, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to tell us that we shouldn't be upset. We shouldn't be worked up. We shouldn't be pushing back. That's going to be what the right's going to do. They're going to try to make it sound like it's us. Don't let that happen. Push back. Stand up. Get loud. That's what they don't want. Because when they figure out that liberals have guns and we'll use them, they're gonna start getting quiet. Trust me. Well, that's what the whole intention is. It's just to gaslight us. You should be fired up. We should all be fired up. Like I said, 31 people injured, 6 dead at one shooting. 2 cops shot in Philadelphia. What was it? I think it was 7 injured and 1 shot at another incident. 6 mass shootings today. Yes, if you're not angry, you're not paying attention. But do you know how to use them? Yeah, I'm a military trained, so yeah. I know, that's the other thing. They think, like, liberals didn't serve in the military. Got a house full of them here. Got a family full of them, actually. Thank you for the rose, Lavender. And thank you guys for hitting the screen. What are we up to now? 6.6 thousand likes? See, you guys are amazing. Oh, shit. This takes me back to high school. My Detroit players. Everybody biggie there at night. No rules, never choose to. Bruce, who's to? Go through us. Oh, thank you for the rosy, Meg. Yes, what is that, Dara? Yes, Democrats are doing Jack. We need to be angry and put pressure on them. Absolutely. I do not subscribe to the whole we shouldn't be. I think there's a fine line. Like, I don't think we should be like attacking Democrats for no reason. But at the same time, like, the difference between Republicans and Democrats is that we hold our side to a higher standard. You know, so it's like, hey, if you said you're going to do this, do it. And if you're going to say, oh, we're tired of seeing people shot in the street, then do something about it. You know, we got the presidency, we've got the House, like, we've got a tiebreaker Senate. Well, not technically, because, yeah, senators are Sinema and Manchin, but anyway. Yeah, literally somebody just said their names. It sucks that we're stuck with Sinema for another 2 years. Yeah, she's not up until 24. It brings me back to 10 Things I love that movie. Heath Ledger and yeah, what was it? She was drunk when she was drunk, dancing on the table, and then she hits her head and falls over, right? I should get points for knowing that. Real millionaire shit. That's cargo. My cargo. Come on, guys. You're not singing it with me. Easy. Okay. So what do we got here? We got 52 people. So let's do questions. I'm going to answer questions for the next, like, 15 minutes. And again, thank you to my moderators. Show me, homie. Everybody, thank your moderator. I sent a question. You did? When do you think Scott Bay will have a career again? Hang on, let me shake my... All signs point to never. Where did you put the question? Oh. What do you think is the future of U.S. sovereignty? I don't... That's a good question. I'm not sure. My friend Dara in here. This would be a good question for her. Can we move to a safer country? I mean, guys, I know people joke about it, but my wife and I my wife's family is from Grenada. But Grenada is politically not very good either. But like, we seriously were like, man, what other countries could we go to? Like, my brother-in-law's from Denmark. Yeah, it just sucks that our country's gotten to the point where we're seriously looking at things and going, there might be somewhere better. Sorbo, that anger. Will Ivanka get on board with Trump when he announces? Next month? I think at the end of the day, Ivanka will always be, like, stand next to her dad. Well, I should take that back. I do have to say that her testimony, I don't want to say I was shocked, but it's just kind of like, she's not defending him like Don Jr. would. She's kind of like, yeah, well, I really didn't have a reason to question what he said because I respect what Barr said. It's like, ooh. So I don't know. Maybe she's more interested in not going to jail than she is sucking up to daddy. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Dara. She doesn't really have a backbone. Her testimony is just CIA. She learned from her dad. That's very possible. But it was funny because even the statement that he made, like, Ivanka wasn't involved in this and that, and yeah, it's like he put out a statement attacking his own daughter. My thing is, I think what I'm concerned about is Ron DeSantis. Hey, what's up, Todd? You know, I think Ron DeSantis is just as dangerous as Donald Trump, if not more so. And unfortunately, I think that's where a lot of people are. Dude, y'all hear this? This dude said, I lived in Africa and they didn't do the shit the Republicans are now. That's crazy. Definitely a Trump with brains. Yep. DeSantis would be an amazing president. Dude, he hasn't even been an amazing governor. All right. Last call for alcohol. We got any questions? Newsom will go against DeSantis. You know, I personally, who is this? Hoovian, what's going on? I think Newsom's probably our best bet on the Democratic side. I know he has some baggage, but you know, Beto's going for governor of Texas. The bad thing for Democrats is that when you say, hey, who do you think's going to run for president on the Democratic side? Like, every Democrat that I ask that to goes, and that's the problem. There's nobody that, like, stands out and goes, oh. But I think that Newsom, with how he's handled everything, and how he's handling the Roe v. Wade being overturned and things like that, I think that it's going to build a lot of momentum for him that he could definitely use. Stacey Abrams would be great, but I think, again, we need Stacey as governor of Georgia right now. But I definitely hope to see Stacey Abrams behind the Resolute desk in my lifetime. I mean, there's strategic things that need to happen here, and we've got the right people running for a couple of solid governors. We got to make sure that John Fetterman beats Oz in the Senate. We've even got a race here in Arizona. I think it's Congressional District 6 now, but it's very competitive, but it's swinging Republican, but by like 2%. But it's a congressional seat in my district here that we need to focus on because it's winnable. But it's going to be hard to win. So we got a lot of races that we got to focus on, and we can joke and put our red meat out there for our base, but at the end of the day, we got to win these elections and fix it. That's our only option. And Donald Trump and his supporters are all domestic terrorists. They support domestic terrorism. So, what's your thoughts about AOC? I mean, AOC would be eligible, I think, in 2024. I personally don't want to see her run right away. That's just me. I like AOC. She's progressive. She's the kind of progressive that we need in the country. We just need to get people to see that she's not as extreme as people think. She's actually got a reputation as being willing to work with people behind closed doors. So she actually wants to get the work done. So I just don't think that she should run right out the gate at 35. She should just build up her resume and obtain that expertise that she's going to need for the job. But do I see her in the position? Yeah, I could see it. She's freaking awesome. Yeah, I mean, she's one of the Democrats that I like. Honestly, I like Ayanna Pressley quite a bit. There's a lot of good Democrats. It's just we need who's our Democrat that's going to run the next time out. I've been talking about this with some of my friends on Twitter. As much as I hate to say it, I don't think Kamala Harris is going to be a viable presidential candidate. Unfortunately, I think, if anything, the vice presidency has only reinforced the idea that she's not fit for the job. And then the question is Biden going to run again? So, I know they're going to say that Biden's running again all the way up until, the decision literally has to be made. Because they're not going to tip their card. They're not going to tip their card that the Democrats are weak, that they're questioning, their leadership, so to speak. So I don't expect Biden to come out tomorrow and be like, I'm not running. I wouldn't expect that. But I do think that we as a party need to be realistic that his age in a couple of years is only going to be older. And hell, he rides a bike better than I do, but I'm just saying, we need to be a little realistic and also have a backup plan. Who is our next candidate if it's not going to be Biden? So I think we need to ask the question that way. Like, who would be the candidate if Biden isn't going to run? Dude, he got his foot caught in the pedal, man. I've done that. May have to get back John Edwards. Candace Owens for president. Candace Owens. Although I shouldn't laugh, because at one point I laughed just like that when somebody said Donald Trump for president. So I should probably not laugh. Yeah, I know. They're talking bad about Joe Biden falling off a bike when Trump can't even walk down a freaking flight of stairs. Trump can't hold a glass without 2 hands. That's what I mean. Like, this is just, some of this is just horrible. Alright, guys. I'm going to jump off. It's almost midnight here. And I'm tired. So, look. If you don't follow me, follow me. Thank you for getting us to over 7,000 screen taps. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are all amazing. But most importantly, the only way we fix this, guys, like, you know, I can sit here and bitch, moan, and complain online all day. But the way that we fix this is we vote, we protest, we make our voices heard, we use our platforms, we spread the word, we talk to people that we know. Like, this is the time to talk about politics. It's okay. So, with that said, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for lifting my voice up among all the craziness. I really do love and appreciate you guys. With that said, I'll leave you as I always do with much love. Keep fighting, and we'll see you out there tomorrow.